Hi, this is Aaron. I thought I'd record a video of a Titan attack. I'm going to have a second flag in a bit, so two Titan attacks against this rare green 14-star Dragon Rooster Titan. Um, Before I do that, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the team that I've got here and the battle items as well. So, Mickey is here, even though it's a green Titan, and blue is weak against green because of his special. Special does all the allies gain 130% normal attack, which is not the same as a buff from, like, say, Bold Tusk or a Dragon Banner. Um, that's on top of that. So those two kind of things can add together. Um, and also, another important aspect of his special is he silences the Titan for 4 turns, enemies, which prevents them from using their special. So that's really, really helpful, especially for a rare Titan whose special is really devastating. Now, next one is Wilbur. Wilbur, besides sharing damage and increasing defense for allies, enemies get negative 44% defense. So that's just for any tile attack, whether it's like the blues from Mickey or the reds, the strong tiles from the rest of the heroes. I could use Athena here, and Athena has worked pretty well against against green titans, even though blue is weak, just because it can go up to negative 65% damage. But Wilbur's special also allows the shared damage, so you don't need to be so dependent on time stops. And I've got a limited number of time stops. Whereas Athena, a single hit is not going to be spread across multiple heroes, and some of these heroes, like Elena, can be one shot, and same with Guardian Falcon. So let's take a look at Guardian Falcon here. So this is your elemental defense debuff. So if if red tiles hit the enemy, you got an additional damage decrease. So you got the 47%, 44% negative defense from Wilbur for any tiles, and then specifically for red tiles or red specials. It's not just red tiles. And same for the Wilbur's defense. You get an additional negative 54%. So you combine those with Mickey, Wilbur, Guardian Falcon, plus we can, the Bear Banner gets you 4 turns of additional 25% attack. And then on top of that, you add up all your red attack stats. So Elena and Aslar, they're slow heroes, but their specials are not that important. They're nice to have, but what's most important here is the attack stat, because tile damage is key for Titans. And then for battle items, I got mana. The troop assignments, I've got level 23 attack troop on Aslar because he's got the highest attack stat. But like as far as putting my level 23 on, say, Wilbur, who's average, it's not as important because you can use mana to get specials up if you need to, and you can also use your tornadoes to gain mana as well. One more thing I want to talk about is the Titan's weak spot. So any tiles that hit, if there's a hero backing them, so red tiles especially, but even the blue tiles from Mickey do critical damage. Doesn't matter if you have a crit troop like this one, it does crit damage no matter what when you hit the weak spot. In fact, it might do a little bit, there's some discussion of this on the forum, but it might do a little bit more than just crit damage, like maybe normal damage plus crit damage. So whether or not you have a crit troop, it's going to crit. So the crit troop doesn't matter for the weak spot, but for every other place where you might hit a Titan, crit troops can make a difference. So yeah, so there's that. And the weak spot is also important because it stuns the Titan. Stunning reduces the amount of time that you spend for the animation of the Titan's attack, that kind of thing, the sound effect. So you can get more done if you stun the Titan. But there's benefits and disadvantages. Like with Wilbur, I can take a hit, But you still want to avoid those hits if you can, because you can get more done the fewer hits the Titan has, and time steps can help with that too. Now I want to show you something about Mickey, because Mickey is like this special attack stat. So I'm going to switch over to Discord here. So this is rating the heroes that have that special attack up. Beyond Bold Tusk or Kirill or the Bear Banners, this adds on top of that. And so they're really key for high Titan scores. So Mickey is the best. Theta is just like a random value that can change how much, but they're basically pick how much individual tile damage does, and it's random. And they're picking a like just an average value for Theta. So Mickey, with all these things, take into account Ranveer and Wukong's chance of missing, Mickey does the most damage. Best choice. Plus, he does the silence. So, really key for Titans. But if you don't have Mickey, that doesn't mean you can't do a lot of damage against Titans. So, after that, Ranveer and Wukong come out about the same. Wukong is, if you have the choice between Ranveer and Mickey, I take Ranveer because he's a 5-star hero and can survive a hit better than Wukong, who's pretty weak. But if all you have is Wukong, you can still use him. Now, if it's a yellow rare Titan, you don't want to use either of those, and you're out of luck if you don't have Mickey, Tarlak, or Gazelle. That doesn't mean you can't do damage. You just can't do extreme amounts of damage. So these are important. So Mickey, Tarlak, anybody can get Wukong. If you have Wukong and that's the only one you have, you got to use it if you want to get really high tile damage in particular. Now, another thing of importance I'm going to switch back to here, for a rare Titan is the tiles that they reflect do not stun. So you hit a bunch of green tiles into the weak spot and they don't do anything. They're just reflected off, even if you don't have any green heroes backing them. So that's something to pay attention to if you're looking to stun the Titan. And also another issue with Ranveer and Wukong, a lot of their tiles miss. So you might send 6 tiles into the weak spot, but if 4 of them miss, you're not getting that stun. So Mickey is the best choice, but that doesn't mean you can't do a lot of tile damage without Mickey. So let's see how this goes. Won't be doing much talking during the 2 flags. All right. See, that's not going to stun because I hit with a weak tile. Not bad. Anyway, so wasn't so important that the special hit at the very end because I was done. So anyway, that's not the greatest hits, but decent for a rare Titan. And hopefully this was helpful. Thank you. Bye.